you lie to my face. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'm a treat.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're out to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Kendall, 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Rutherford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. So they're fired out. That's a big game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do, because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Kendall. Boy, no chance, as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
This is taken at the 18. Oh, look at the juke. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 37. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. On 1st and 10, Rutherford. He's got Smith here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
I got 15. I got 15. Me. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Watch the screen.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing now is Mahomes, and this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Throwing on 1st down, Rutherford. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to right. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A very solid gain of 27.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills you want to utilize.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
2nd and 11. Oh, Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
On first down, McClellan. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Back to throw. Rutherford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kendall, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Let's go one more.
On 2nd down, Kendall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check pass, check pass.
Mahomes going to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off,
he's got a man complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
We're back now in KC. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
94 is the mark, 94 is the mark. I got him. 94 is the mark, 94.
Looking to throw. Rutherford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 40. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
It's just me and you.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes has got it to Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Vaughn. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. And you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Kendall, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield. and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth now in Carson. And it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. On first down, Rutherford. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you... And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it for 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Yellow. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. They'll keep it on the ground. Vaughn, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Screen. Watch the screen.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now a give, right side. McClellan. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.